Hello friends, welcome to Anura's Pharma Study. In this video, we are going to learn about drying, which is most important application in pharmaceutical industries. As we know, drying is also important in our house also, like without drying we cannot store food in our house. For example, preservation of grains, fruits like almonds, cashew, pista. Such dry fruits can be used after the complete removal of moisture from it. Means again there is a need of drying, and most common application of drying is drying of cloths by using sunlight. So friends, let's we start the drying. But before just go for that, I just want to tell you one thing. Please subscribe my channel, and if you like my videos then press the like button. So let me start. So in this video I just want to clear about the definition of drying, what is the importance of drying in pharmaceutical industries, what is the difference between drying and evaporation, which are the equipments used in drying processes, and what are the basic applications of drying in pharmaceutical industries. So these are the 5 main important contents of drying I will share for this lecture. So first of all, I just want to tell you about what is drying. Now, in definition of terms, we can say drying is a mass transfer process consisting of removal of water or another solvent by evaporation of solid, semi-solid or liquid. Now, simple words, drying is the removal of water, removal of moisture, but in drying only the small quantity of water is to be removed from the material. And now when the quantity enhances, that removal is called as a evaporation. Now what is evaporation, why it is important in pharmaceutical industries, we will continue in our next videos. But for your concept clearance, I just want to tell you, when the amount of moisture evaporated larger in quantity, then it is called as evaporation, and when the small quantity of moisture get removed, that is called as drying. Now second important thing about drying is the last important step in manufacturing processes. And next is drying is the final removal of moisture which is present in material, and this drying is held with the help of heating. Means basically heat is essential for the drying purpose. Now in our home we use sunlight. Sunlight is also one of the heat which is used for the removal of moisture from the cloths, from grains, from dry fruits. So simply heat is the basic need of drying. Now what is the importance of drying? So in pharmaceutical technology, drying is useful for several reasons. More and more reasons are available for the drying. First one is to eliminate the moisture, to avoid the moisture. Why? Because when the moisture is present in any equipment, that equipments which are made up of iron, so in that equipments, due to the presence of moisture, there may be the chances of corrosion, and if it will get corrode, it will cause contamination to the products during the process, and that's why the drug stability is also get decreases due to the corrosion. Second, it improve or keep the good properties of material. For example, in tablet formulation there is a need of granules. So when granulation is there, drying is essential. because when excess moisture is present in granules, what happen, that granules are adhered to the surfaces of machines like compression machine, coater machine. So when these granules are adhered to the surfaces, that process not become a fluent and efficient, and that's why flowability and compressibility can be improved with the help of drying. Now friends, next one is it will reduce the cost of transportation, because suppose liquids are very difficult to transport from one place to another place, and when we dry it, means when we convert that liquids into its dry form, in that conditions it is very easy to transport from one place to another place. And second important thing, the volume is also decreases by the drying. Then material easy and more suitable for handling. Preservation, which is I already told you, in preservation very important step is drying, because when moisture is present, obviously there is a contamination, obviously there is a growth of microorganism. So in that cases, preservation is only possible with the help of drying. Now the final step in evaporation, filtration and crystallization, in that processes also drying is the final step. So these are the several importances of drying. Now here I just elaborate the difference between evaporation and drying. First I just want to clear you one thing. Evaporation is also one of the unit operation which is also performed in pharmaceutical industries for the preparation of various extract. Various active ingredients can be collected with the help of evaporation. Again, for the conversion of larger liquid into the concentrated form, so there is a use of evaporation. So what is evaporation? I just clear it in the next video. So but for the its difference, I just make it clear now. In drying, here the solid materials can be dried. Means solids are the type of material which can be processed with the help of drying. But in case of evaporation, there is a use of liquids. Means when we want to evaporate liquids, so there is a use of evaporation, and when we want to remove moisture, water, so that possible in case of solids. Second difference, in drying, relatively small amount of moisture can be removed, but in case of evaporation, there is a larger amount of solvent can be removed. Third difference, drying involves the removal of water at temperature below the boiling point. Now listen friend, this is the basic difference between the drying and evaporation. Now drying is also required heat, evaporation is also required heat. But in evaporation, for the vaporization purpose, it is very essential to boil that liquid. Means boiling point is very essential in evaporation. But in drying, there is no need to reach the temperature at its boiling point. So below the boiling point, drying can be occur. But in evaporation should be above the boiling point or at the boiling point. So this is the major and basic difference between the drying and evaporation. Then in drying, water is usually removed by circulation of air over the material, and in evaporation, material is removed, means water is removed in its pure form. Why I clear the difference between drying and evaporation? Because both the concepts are very confusing. Students are always get confused in drying and evaporation because definitions are generally similar to each other, and that's why I think it is essential to differentiate both the terms. So here clearly I just differentiate it. Now equipments. which type of equipments are used in drying. So whatever the equipments are used in drying, that equipments are called as a dryers. So I have listed here tray dryer, drum dryer, spray dryer, fluidized bed dryer, vacuum dryer and freeze dryer. So rather than this, another dryers are also present, but I have listed according to the PCI syllabus unit operation first in third sem, means in SYB pharmacy. According to that syllabus, I have mentioned the equipments only. Now again the last one, applications of drying. So simply it is used for the preparation of granules in tablet and capsules, to reduce the bulk density and weight of the substances, to clarify the to reduce the cost of transportation, to enhance the storage conditions, to facilitate the grinding of crude drugs, and last one is to improve the stability and avoid the deterioration of drug. So these are the several applications of drying. Rather than this application, more and more applications are there. According to the dryers, applications get differ and differ. For example, if you take the example of fluid bed dryer, now I already uploaded the video on fluid bed dryer, which is very important dryer used in pharmaceutical industries, and it having the multi-purpose use. Okay, you can just go through that video. I just paste that link in my description. So this is the drying. If you like my video, I just want to say thank you for the for watching my video, and if you like it, please press the like button, and if you want to watch continue videos on pharmaceutical engineering, then please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.